Welcome to yet another episode of Crime Watch, a program aimed at strengthening police-public synergies in combating crime. Thank you for joining us. The Zimbabwe Republic Police continues to fish out drug peddlers through the ongoing operation No to Dangerous Drugs and Illicit Substances, See Something, Say Something. Recently, CID Drugs and Narcotics assisted a family in reuniting with their 15-year-old daughter who was now living in a drug base in Matapi, Mbare.
During the Operation See Something, Say Something, detectives from CID Drugs and Narcotics were carrying out raids in Matapi flats in Mbare, where they met one Miss Chipeya who was looking for a 15-year-old sister who had gone missing for some time. With the assistance of the detectives, she managed to locate her sister at a secluded place behind Matapi flats, where she was being abused by drug peddlers and drug dealers. The 15-year-old sister was taken to ZRP Matapi police station for further management. Currently, the victim is receiving treatment from Salim Gabe Psychiatric Unit at Harare Hospital. Her condition is stable. We are urging members of the public to desist from putting their problems on social media. If it is a criminal matter, please report it to the police. For example, if it is a missing person, report to the police within 48 hours after the person has gone missing. You will get assistance sooner than you think.
Tine kushayiwa mwana wedu anotiza kumba achiita zvemadrugs achienda kumabhesi. Akazenge atiza ndobva tamuwanira kublock 4 kuMatapi, takamutora ndobva tamuendesa paEdic. Ndobva vepaEdic vati mwana ada kuendeswa kuHarare Hospital. Taendesa mwana kuHarare Hospital. Ndobva kuHarare Hospital akasvikoadmitwa kuPsych. Agara kuya akaita month akatiza futi ndobva adzoka kuya kuno kumadrugs kuya kumabhesi. Ndobva ndakabva ndafamba bva pakamba yemapurisa. Ndobva ndakasangana nemapurisa edrugs. Vakabva vandibatsira. Pandakadzokera uku ndakasvikoona kwese kuya kumaflats kuya kumabhesi kuya kwanga kwatozara nekuti ndauya nemapurisa eCID. Vakabva vatanga kudedzera kuti madha vanhu vamauya navo makuda kutikuvadzisa, mirai tiburitse mwana wenyu paari. Ndopa vakatanga kufamba vachidzika nechekuzasi vachienda kumabhesi kwavo kuya uku vakanoburitsa mwana ari kuzvimakeji. Akavharirwa kuzvimakeji zvinenge zvimatanga zveuku, ndoko vakanotora mwana. Saka inini ndinongoti kumaparents ari kunze musaite give up nevana. Vana hongu vari kutiza vachienda kumadrugs. Ngatirambe takashinga tichishanda nemapurisa kuti tibatsirane pakutsvaga vana vedu.
ZRP Matapi has arrested a number of drug peddlers and seized drugs and other illicit substances.
Recently we embarked on an operation targeting drug abuse. The operation was Operation See Something, Say Something. We managed to make several recoveries and several arrests. We recovered 1.3 kgs of prepared dagga. We also managed to recover 50 grams of prepared dagga and one plant measuring 1.70 meters, which was planted behind Block 14 in Matapi flats. We also managed to recover 16 sachets of crystal meth. We, after making follow-ups on 4 accused persons who were arrested while smoking that dangerous drug. Yes, we are appealing to members of the public to come up with any information that can assist us in uprooting all illegal activities or crimes that are being committed in our community so that we can have a crime-free community.
This operation is still ongoing, and as at 28 February 2023, the accumulative figure of arrests was at 2,970. Moving on, ZRP Mutoko arrested a 21-year-old man for cases of stock theft. He was convicted and sentenced to 54 years imprisonment. Let us hear more.
As ZRP Mutoko, we arrested a 21-year-old cattle rustler by the name Thomas Chingati of Chikweze village, Chief Nyamko in Mudzi, of stock theft, and was sentenced to 54 years in prison. Circumstances are that we received a report of stock theft to the effect that an unknown accused person had stolen a heifer from Chigumira village in Mutoko. We also received a tip-off to the effect that there was a young man who was selling a heifer but without requisite papers. Acting on that tip, police swiftly reacted to the information and arrested the accused person. Police discovered that the accused person was actually the one who had stolen the heifer from Chigumira village. Further investigation led to the recovery of other 5 cattle that had been stolen by the same accused using the same method. I would like to thank members of the public for supplying vital information which led to the arrest of the notorious cattle rustler in Mutoko.
Ndiri mumwe wakashaiwa mombe dzawo dzakabiwa. Mombe yangu iyi yakabiwa musi wa 4 December. Ndobva ndabvira kutanga ipapo kutsvaga mombe yangu. Kubva ipapo kusvika musi wa 12 ndo pakazorikaviwa mombe dzacho. Saka inini ndiri kunzwa kufara nebasa rakabatwa nemapurisa eMamutoko. Ndinozvikudza zvikuru kuti wakandiitira basa rakakura. Neniwo ndiri kufara nekuti ndanga ndatoruza hope yokuti mombe yangu ndichaiwana here.
Mapurisa edu akanaka fani, tinofambidzana nawo zvakanaka. Isusu nyangwe zvinenge zvatinetsa tiri muno mukati mearea, takaenda kumapurisa, pakarepo mapurisa anobva vauya. Isusu kunoko takadzidziswa namapurisa kuti nyangwe ade takaona vanhu vachifamba, takatavudza kuti mune tsamba here yetsamba yemombe kuti makatenga mombe kana kuti makadini. Kana asina kutiudza sezvo komiti tiri kunetswa Mutoko, tinotozofonera kumapurisa kuti tamisa vanhu tavaona vari kutina mombe.
We take a break. Join us shortly. We start the second segment with a case of theft of motor vehicles where taxi drivers are falling victim to criminals. Let us hear more from the acting CID spokesperson, Detective Assistant Inspector Rachel Mteweri.
As the Zimbabwe Public Police, we are deeply concerned with the surge in robbery cases in which criminals are targeting motorists, commuters, those known to be in possession of large sums of money, as well as business premises, and in some cases these business premises would be manned by security personnel. And you realize that at times these criminals, they masquerade as genuine travelers seeking transport to a certain destination, and along the way they then rob the motorists of their vehicles. And in some cases, after robbing the victims of the motor vehicle, they end up using the vehicle in the commission of other robbery cases. In a recent case that occurred in Rusape, Talent Kasairi and his accomplices, who are still at large, robbed the complainant of his motor vehicle after they pretended to hire him to St. Joseph High School. And along the way, they robbed the complainant of the vehicle, that is a Honda Fit, stripped him naked before they shoved him off the vehicle and sped off with the vehicle. Later on during the day, our detectives from CID Rusape received information that there was a Mark II motor vehicle that was suspiciously parked at St. Joseph High School, and they quickly reacted to the information. And upon noticing that the detectives were after them, the accused persons sped off, leading to an exchange of fire between the accused persons and our detectives. Later on, the accused persons were arrested, and they are now assisting police in their investigations.
Moving on, the ZRP reports on drowning cases that have occurred in some parts of the country. Mtulisi Nhlalo Ndlovu, aged 5, of St. George Village, Chief Mapiwa Chocholo, drowned in a 2-meter deep well when his guardians left him alone at home. Donald Kwezuva, aged 6, and Premo, aged 4, of Chidanika Village, Chief Mapiravana Mberengwa, lost their lives after drowning in a 1.5 meters deep pool. The parents of the children had left the children at home while attending a local meeting. In Banda village, Chief Mapigwa Chocholo, the body of Resistance Mhlanga, aged 19, was retrieved from the water after the boy had drowned whilst trying to cross flooded Kwai River. We urge parents to always supervise their children and never leave them at home unattended. Members of the public should desist from crossing flooded rivers. We now move on to traffic issues, where the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe educates us on safe driving during the rainy season.
As the rain season continues, it is important to note that this season is characterized by heavy rains and winds. And as we mentioned before in our previous episodes, drivers should ensure that their tires, wipers, and brakes are in good condition. During this season, roads become slippery due to rains, and as stipulated by the defensive driving course, the drivers should adjust to the conditions of the road. It is important for drivers to reduce speed and maintain a safe following distance. Normally, for every 15 kilometers per hour, you leave a gap that is equivalent to the length of your vehicle. This means that in bad weather conditions, such as heavy rains, this gap increases. In the event that the vehicle you're following stomps on emergency brakes, this gives you ample time to brake without hitting the vehicle you are following behind. When there are heavy rains, only embark on a journey when it is necessary to do so. Be very aware of your vehicle's limitations and never try to walk, swim, or drive in or across swift flowing water. If you're trapped in a flash flood, slow down to minimize the danger of hydroplaning. Hydroplaning is when a vehicle rides on a thin film of water which makes it sway, making it difficult to stop. Turn on your headlights or fog lights, but remember to switch them off when visibility has improved. Avoid parking under trees or electrical pylons. Do not cross a flooded river or bridge. Should the car break down, do not open the bonnet to avoid damaging the electronics. Be vigilant, especially at night when it is harder to recognize potentially deadly road hazards. As Traffic Safety Council Zimbabwe would like to encourage pedestrians, motorists, and cyclists to always exercise caution during this rainy season.
From that story, we'll take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. We're in the third and final segment. The ZRP is concerned with the continued loss of lives due to petty disputes, especially at beer halls and other places where the public has access to. This includes at family level and workstations. On the 23rd of February 2023, police in Zwishavane arrested Obet Vengesa Nyoni in connection with a case of murder in which Benny Mukuta died on the 21st of February 2023 after being assaulted with fists and booted feet following an argument during a beer drinking spree at a bottle store at Vengesa Business Center, Masunda. The suspect and his friends had taken the victim's beer without his consent. The other suspect, Simbarashe Nyeve, was arrested on 24 February 2023. Similarly, police in Kadoma arrested a mine owner, Simbai Jakata, aged 67, in connection with a case of murder where Stephen Matondo, aged 21, was shot dead with a Mosbeck rifle on 24 February 2023 at Zurich 112 mine, Ada Dorin's farm, Battlefields. The victim and his friends had allegedly made noise by banging the doors of several houses at the compound, and this did not go well with the suspect. In another case, police in Mazoe are investigating a murder case where Webster Ndlovu died after being stabbed indiscriminately all over the body by the suspect, only identified as Tatenda, also known as Random, following an argument over an undisclosed issue on 24 February 2023 at Y City Mine Chikumira Farm. On 24 February 2023, police in Harare arrested Peter Sani, aged 39, in connection with a case of murder in which Ernest Kavia, aged 47, succumbed to injuries sustained during a fist fight after an argument during a beer drinking binge on 28 January 2023 at a bar at Glenview 1 shopping center. In another case, on 25 February 2023, police in Harare arrested Obey Francis Tiago, aged 33, in connection with a murder case in which Munyarati Kambudzi, aged 22, died on 25 February 2023 whilst admitted at Parenya to a group of hospitals after being struck with a snooker stick on 21 February 2023 during a beer drinking spree at a nightclub in Heathcliff. ZRP Zivarasekwa recorded a murder case where Moses Kalungu, aged 49, died upon admission at a local hospital after allegedly being assaulted by the suspect, only identified as Chamu. The victim was found with head injuries while lying along Gora Street, Zivarasekwa 3. Meanwhile, police in Mount Darren arrested Edson Chandoza, aged 39, in connection with cases of murder and attempted murder, which occurred on 26 February 2023 at Tai Village, Notito. The suspect and his brother Alec Chandoza, aged 40, who is at large, allegedly attacked their mother, Midron Manueri, aged 84, and sister Tawanda Chandoza, aged 36, with a wooden log after accusing their mother of witchcraft. Midron Manueri, aged 84, succumbed to the injuries sustained during the attack. The Zimbabwe Republic Police reiterates that the public must exercise self-restraint when faced with disputes or disagreements with friends, relatives, or any member of the society. Communities are implored to find peaceful ways of resolving differences or disputes without resorting to violence. In other news, the ZRP seeks to take advantage of the heritage-based Education 5.0 philosophy, which has seen the addition of innovation and industrialization concepts in the education curriculum to improve policing standards and keep track with modern-day criminal activities. In line with this, ZRP Staff College periodically visits innovation hubs at other institutions of higher learning. Crime Watch joined a contingent which visited the Innovation Hub at Bindura University of Science Education.
Today we have embarked on a trip to visit Bindura University of Science Education with a mission of tackling our heritage-based Education 5.0. We are the Zimbabwe Republic Police with a specific mandate as enshrined in the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Section 219, whereupon we are mandated to investigate, prevent, and detect crime. At the same time, we have to maintain law and order, maintain the internal security of the country, protect property and lives. As we do this, we need competent police officers who are fit for purpose, who can produce the requisite goods and services which our communities so require, so that we create a conducive and a safe environment for business to thrive. Our mission today at Brussels was to tackle our innovation drive. We have identified very key areas for policing. For instance, we have seen how they are mitigating in terms of human trafficking. It's a very big opportunity for us to collaborate with the university. We have also seen how they are going to be managing our toll gates, which are of interest to us, whereby we'll notice that congestion at our toll gates is going to be rapidly reduced, so that our trafficking public has got a freeway as quickly as possible from our toll gates.
The purpose was of the visit was very clear. It was for the police to find out what we are doing here. This is an honor because we begin to view ourselves as offering essential service to the community, including the police. We have a partnership with the police where we have signed an MOU. They are interested in research, they are interested in the programs that we offer.
As police, we are very excited with the Education 5.0 philosophy, which we witnessed at Bindura University. Such collaborations with the institutions of higher learning can improve the efficiency and the competence in the ZRP police service.
Before we come to the end of this week's episode, here are some people on the police wanted list. ZRP Mutoko is looking for Vurakura of Samatanda village, Chief Charewa Mutoko, for a case of rape. Kingston Chiwota, aged 26, of Masawi village, Chief Chikwaka Juru, is wanted by ZRP Juru for a case of unlawful entry and theft. Anyone with information that may assist in the location of those people should contact any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Our National Complaints Desk number is 0242 703 631. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw or email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. You can also link with us on our Twitter handle @PoliceZimbabwe or our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. If you miss any of our Crime Watch episodes, you can watch them on our YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. This brings us to the end of this week's episode. From the crew behind the scenes and I, Onesisa Sibanda, pleasant viewing.